On the first slide, we have introduction and company diagnosis. Microsoft Corporation stands as one of the world's most valuable technology companies, with a market capitalization exceeding $3 trillion as of 2024. Under CEO Satya Nadella's transformational leadership since 2014. Microsoft has undergone a remarkable renaissance, pivoting from a Windows centric legacy company to a cloud first AI powered innovation leader. Company diagnosis, current state analysis. Here we have financial performance. Microsoft's market value increased by $250 billion under Nadella's leadership, positioning it as the world's fourth most valuable company. Annual revenue grew from $86 billion 2014 to $211.9 billion 2023, with net income reaching $73.4 billion. Azure Cloud Services generated $75 billion in annual revenue by 2022, making Microsoft the second largest cloud provider globally after AWS. As for the strategic positions, Microsoft was named a leader in the 2024 Gartner Magic Quadrant for Strategic Cloud Platform Services, positioned furthest in completeness of vision and highest for ability to execute. The company now serves more than 60,000 customers using Azure AI, demonstrating strong adoption of AI services. On this slide, we have company diagnosis. What needs to be changed? Critical challenges identified. 1. Cybersecurity vulnerabilities. Priority critical. Microsoft products remain vulnerable to cybercrime, with the Windows operating system being a constant target of countless cyber attacks globally. This weakness, first, limits product attractiveness in security conscious markets. Second, creates competitive disadvantage against rivals with strong security reputations. Third, generates ongoing compliance and regulatory risks. Recent incidents underscore this challenge. In January 2024, Russian state-backed hackers Midnight Blizzard compromised Microsoft corporate network by exploiting a weak passport on a legacy testnet account, lacking two-factor authentication, potentially accessing emails and documents for up to 2 months. And in September 2023, Chinese hackers breached Microsoft's email platform, stealing approximately 60,000 emails from 10 US State Department accounts. And third, according to Beyond Trust, Microsoft reported 1,360 vulnerabilities in 2024, up 11% from the previous record. 2. Hardware market position. Priority high. Microsoft product portfolio shows dependence primarily on software products, which weakens the business against competitors that have dominant hardware and software products in the market. Specific concerns: there is Surface device lack market penetration compared to Apple's iPad and MacBook lines. Xbox gaming console faces intense competition from Sony PlayStations and Nintendo Switch. Lastly, limited presence in mobile device hardware following Windows Phone failure. Number 3, we have overdependence on cloud revenue streams. Priority medium. While Azure's success is undeniable, the company has the opportunity to grow based on diversification through new business development or mergers and acquisitions. to establish operation in new markets or industries. Current risk: first, heavy reliance on Azure for growth creates concentration risk. Second, competitive pressure from AWS and Google Cloud Platform. Third, lastly, potential market saturation in enterprise cloud services. Number four, we got cultural integration challenges. Priority, medium. Microsoft has faced challenges with integration of accurate companies, such as the failed Nokia acquisitions in 2014, which was supposed to enhance Microsoft's position in the mobile market but never delivered expected results. This pattern suggests first, difficulty assimilating diverse corporate cultures. Second, challenges in realizing synergies from strategic acquisitions. Third, risk of value destruction in future M&A activities. Lastly, number five, we have innovation perception gap. The priority is medium. Microsoft needs to grow its hardware product sales, such as Surface, for computers and phones, as it needs to catch up in innovation and advanced technology, whereas Apple, Google, and Amazon are quickly blazing trails. Market perception issues including first, legacy company image despite recent innovations. Second, slower adaptation of breakthrough technologies in some categories. Third, need to compete with more agile competitors in emerging markets. For this slide, we have SWOT analysis, comprehensive SWOT matrix, strengths, market position, and brand. The Microsoft brand is one of the strongest in the computer hardware and software market, contributing to the company's abilities to attract customers who value brand strength in relation to reliability. Microsoft was ranked second by Interbrand as the world's most valuable brand in 2022, with a brand value of 278 billion, with 2.46 trillion of market capitalizations. Microsoft is one of the biggest high-tech companies on the planet. Cloud computing leadership. Microsoft is the undisputed global market leader in software technology, specifically in cloud computing, with over 56% of organizations worldwide and 75% of Fortune 500 organizations using Azure cloud services. That's insane, right? And Microsoft Azure has grown rapidly, becoming a leader in the cloud computing space and positioning Microsoft as a powerful competitor to AWS. Azure's proposed build infrastructure for AI enables best performance and efficiency across all workloads. Next is financial performance. The company reported year-over-year revenue growth of 96% to $198.3 billion in fiscal year 2022, and a 19.26% year-over-year growth in operating income to $83.4 billion. Microsoft divided its business into three segments: productivity and business processes, 32% of revenue, intelligent cloud, 38%, and more personal computing, 30%. As for the strategic assets, the strength of alliance with other firms contributes to Microsoft's capacity to influence the market in its favor. Product alignment with positive externalities as more third-party software developers create programs for IBM PC-compatible operating systems. The Windows operating systems become even more popular. Lastly, we have weakness, security vulnerabilities. Microsoft products are vulnerable to cybercrime, with the Windows operating system remaining target of countless cybercrime attacks globally. In 2024, Microsoft reported 1.360 vulnerabilities of 11% from the previous record. Hardware market presents. The company's product portfolio shows dependence primarily on software products, which weakens the business against competitors that have dominant hardware and software products in the market. Microsoft needs to grow its hardware product sales, such as Surface Pro computers and phones. Market share gaps. While Google and Safari have been gaining market share in the internet browser segment, Microsoft is losing market in Microsoft IE and Edge. Microsoft's fewer acquisitions like Web TV, Link Exchange, Massive, and Danger resulted in failures and divestitures. Product imitability. The imitability of some product is a weakness because it can reduce the strength of the Microsoft brand. As for the opportunities, emerging technologies. The company has opportunities to improve the attractiveness of its product through continuous improving of their security features, especially for protection of data privacy from cyber attacks. Microsoft has a massive opportunity in innovative areas like AI and game technology, with the potential to gain an upper hand through strategic investments. Microsoft Fabric is an end-to-end unified analytic platform that brings together all the data and analytic tools organizations need, integrating technologies like Azure Data Factory, Azure Synapses, Analytics, and Power BI. Market expansion. Microsoft has the opportunity to grow based on diversification through new business development or mergers and acquisitions to establish operation in new markets or industries. The fast-growing market of smartphones and tablets offers an excellent opportunity for Microsoft to capitalize on rising demand. Recent events have increased demand for remote work solutions, with the Microsoft team having 280 million daily active users available in 181 countries in 48 languages. Cloud growth. Microsoft launched Microsoft Cloud for healthcare and reported a 2% market share growth from 21% to 23% from Q3 2022 to Q4 2022. In the cloud infrastructure market, the trend for many organizations is shifting from traditional hybrid cloud models to a more adaptive cloud approach in 2024. Gaming industry. Microsoft acquired Activision Blizzard from $69 billion, making the largest deal in the gaming industry and significantly improving the strategic positions. As for the threats, we have competitive pressure. Strong competitive rivalry is a major threat as Microsoft competes with Apple, Google, Amazon, IBM, and Samsung in the market for computer hardware and software, cloud-based services, and artificial intelligence. Microsoft faces intense competition with Google and Apple, who enhance positions for remote work by adding video call features and remote work tools. Cybersecurity threats. Cybercrime remains one of the major threats against computer technology businesses, as cyber attacks can cripple Microsoft organizational processes or compromise customer data. Rising cybercrime thefts and software privacy issues have dramatically affected Microsoft's security network systems. Market dynamics. People are highly attracted to the market of smartphones, notepads, and laptops, where Microsoft has a modest share. Many new open source projects have successfully entered the market offering similar services for free, threatening Microsoft, which offers products at expensive rates. And then we have workforce and reputation. Microsoft 2022 workforce diversity statistics showed an imbalance in its unrequited workforce, fueling severe criticism against the company's HR policy. Favoritism by government in contracts undermines confidence, as seen when Microsoft was awarded a $10 billion Pentagon contract over Amazon.
CTQ critical to quality analysis framework. CTQ3 structure enhancing Microsoft's competitive patience. Level 1 primary customer need secure, innovative, and reliable technology solutions. Level 2 critical recruitments. 1. Security and trust. Sub-recruitments. Data protection. Organization must ensure critical data is properly labeled and secured to prevent unintended exposure when using AI-driven applications. Matrix 0-day vulnerability response time, patch deployment speed, data breach incidents. Identity security. Over 99% of identity attacks are password attacks, with MVA reducing risk of compromise by 99.2%. Matrix MVA adoption rate, successful phishing prevention rate to contact incidents. Proactive defense. A threat-informed defense allows organizations to adopt an attacker's perspective, improving their ability to safeguard critical assets. Matrix attack path identification coverage, vulnerability remediation SLA, security incident response time. Cloud innovation and performance. Sub-requirements. Azure ability. Microsoft Azure offers a secure foundation with multi-layered security, state-of-art security delivered in Azure data counters globally. Matrix 99.99% uptime SLA, latency performance, disaster recovery capability. AI or ML integration. Microsoft Fabric integrate Azure OpenAI service at every layer to help customers unlock the full potential of their data. Matrix AI model deployment time, inference accuracy, cost per AI transactions. Scalability. Azure provides flexibility required whether operating across distribute environments from hybrid, multi-cloud and edge, or deploying various workloads. Matrix auto-scaling response time, research optimization efficiency, multi-cloud portability. Customer experience productivity. Sub-requirements, user interface simplicity. Microsoft is known for its high-tech and quality product offerings, with Windows OS and Office software products being quite user-friendly with highest quality standards. Matrix user satisfaction scores, time to productivity, training recruitments. Collaboration effectiveness. Microsoft Teams had 218 million daily active users in 2023, demonstrating its value for remote work and collaboration. Matrix active user engagement, further adoption rate, integration, ecosystem size. Cross-platform support. Microsoft use broad differentiation as a generic strategy, selling products to various market segments, including individuals, households, and organizations. Metric platform compatibility coverage, API availability, developer ecosystem size. Cost optimizations, value. Sub-requirements, transparent pricing. Azure Cost Management allows companies to monitor expenses, analyze cloud spending, and implement change with detailed reports and budgeting features. Matrix billing transparency score, cost predictability, usage research identification. Operational efficiency, Azure automation minimize risk of human error, improves efficiency, and frees IT research to focus more strategic tasks. Metrics: automation coverage, manual intervention, reduction, operational cost per user. ROI demonstration: Forrester predicts that Microsoft 365 Copilot will reach 6.9 million US. 5. Compliance and governance. Sub-requirements: regulatory adherence. Azure offers 90 plus compliance certification across nearly all important sectors. Metrics: certification maintenance, audit pass rate, regulatory violation incidents. Data residency: with more than 60 regions, more than any other cloud provider, Azure provides unpredicted scalability, low latency, data residency, and high availability. Metrics: geographic coverage, data sovereignty, compliance, regional performance consistency. Audit capabilities: unfight threat visibility consolidates insight across all assets into a single view, allowing focus on protecting the most largest assets. Metrics: audit log completeness, compliance report generation time, visibility coverage. CTQ measurement framework. Measured in our CTQ framework. First, security and trust. Our vulnerability response is still under 24 hours, while the target is under 12 hours. The current gap is medium. Second, cloud innovation. AI deployment time is still around 1 week, but the target is under 3 days. This shows a high gap. Third, customer experience. User satisfaction is above 90%, but the target is above 95%, so the gap is low. Fourth, cost optimization. Unused research are under 5%, while the target is under 2%. The gap here is medium. Lastly, compliance. Certification maintenance is already at 100%, which matches the target. The gap is low. So overall, the biggest improvement are cloud innovation and partly security and cost optimizations. Force field analysis, driving and restraining force for Microsoft's transformation. Analysis framework, implementing enhanced security and innovation strategy. Driving forces or facilitators or change. 1. Leadership, vision, and culture, or force strength. 9 equal 10. Satya Nadella emphasized empathy and growth mindset culture, transforming Microsoft from a know-it-all to learn-it-all organization, with employee satisfaction increasing 13% from 2014 to 2022. Nadella's transformational leadership delivered extraordinary results, with Microsoft's annual revenue soaring from $86 billion to $136.6 billion, and stock price increasing 12-fold. Impact: strong top-down commitment to innovation and cultural transformation. 2. Market demand for cloud AI for strength 10 divided 10. Worldwide spending by business on cloud computing infrastructure is forecast to top $1 trillion for the first time. 95% of organizations plan to expand their usage of AI in the next 2 years, with 68% of IT professionals already implementing it in professional work. Impact: clear market pull, creating urgency for transformation. Competitive pressure for strength 8 divided by 10. Microsoft competes with Apple, Google, Amazon, IBM, and Samsung in market for computer hardware, software, cloud-based service, and artificial intelligence. In June 2020, Google entered competition for remote work by adding video call features and remote work tools in Gmail to lure clients from Microsoft. Impact drives continuous innovation and improvement. Financial resources for Strange 9 divided by 10 with $2.46 trillion market capitalization. Microsoft is one of the biggest high-tech companies on the planet. Microsoft spent around 13% of total revenue on R&D in 2023. Impact enables large-scale investment in innovation and security. Strategic partnership for Strange 8 divided by 10. Azure works closely with NVIDIA, AMD, and Intel to provide cutting-edge hardware and has deep partnership with SAP, VMware, Oracle, Databricks, and NetApp. Microsoft's $1 billion investment in OpenAI in 2019 positioned the company at the forefront of AI innovation. Impact accelerate innovation through ecosystem collaboration.
And 6, we have customer base and lock-in. For the first, Microsoft had 1.2 billion Office users and 4,500 million Office 365 commercial customers in 2022. Second, over 56% of organizations worldwide and 95% of Fortune 500 organizations use Azure cloud services. Third, for the impact, Microsoft provides stable revenue base for transformation investment and retaining force barriers to change. For the first, cybersecurity vulnerabilities, Microsoft reported 3,600 vulnerabilities in 2024, up 11% from the previous record. Second, in January 2024, Russian hackers compromised Microsoft's corporate network by exploiting a weak password on a legacy tenant account, potentially accessing data for up to 2 months. And then for impact creates reputational risks and customer trust concern. And second, legacy system dependencies. Microsoft product portfolio shows dependence primarily on software product with heavy reliance on aging Windows operating system. The company faced challenges with the failed Nokia acquisition, meant to enhance mobile market position but never delivered expected results. The impact is slows agility and innovation velocity. Third, organizational complexity. Microsoft operates through 3 complex business segments: productivity and business process 32%, intelligent cloud 38%, and more personal computing 30%. Microsoft has 2021 million employees for 2023, requiring significant coordination for strategic change. The impact increases implementation challenges and change management requirements. For the 4, integration challenges from M&A. Microsoft acquisition like WebTP, LinkExchange, massive and then resulted in failures and divestitures. A few months after Nadella's appointment, the Nokia deal closed, and the team had to work hard to launch Windows phones. But it was too late to regain ground lost to competitors. The impact creates execution risks and potential value destructions. 5. Competitive ecosystem lock-in. Robust ecosystems like Apple and Google create a lock-in effect where consumers settle within their systems, making it difficult for competitors to penetrate or gain market share. Open source alternatives like Linux and open source Office provide similar services for free, undercutting Microsoft's premium pricing model. The impact is limit market expansion and pricing power. 6. Skills gap and talent competition. AI infrastructure skilling remain the large challenges both within companies and in the job market, including complexity of orchestrating AI workloads and shortage of skilled personnel. Microsoft 2022 workforce diversity statistics showed imbalance, fueling criticism about recruiting practices. The impact is constraints innovation capacity and acquisition speed. And then we have forge file diagram. This is the diagram driving force. It's everyone know about force file diagram, just look at this diagram. And then we have strategic implication. Strengthening driving force. For the first, continue leveraging Nadella's growth mindset philosophy to maintain cultural momentum. Second, accelerate AI investment through Microsoft Copilot and Azure AI services to capitalize on market demand. Third, expand partnership across ecosystem including ongoing collaboration with OpenAI, Meta, and Hugging Face. So for the weakening restraining force, we have implement threat-informed defense strategy with unified visibility across all assets to address security vulnerabilities. Second, modernize legacy system through adaptive cloud approach, extending Azure capabilities to on-premise environments via Azure R. For the third, address skills gap through partnership with learning providers and internal upskilling program. With a net positive force of plus 11, Microsoft is well positioned to execute its transformation strategy. However, the high strength of cybersecurity for strategic action plan. Priority 1. Strengthen cybersecurity posture. This timeline immediate 12 months. Objective: reduce vulnerability count by 40% and achieve zero critical breaches within 12 months. Action item: implement zero trust architecture across all products. Enable multi-factor authentication, we call MFA, which reduces risk of compromise by 99.2%. Apply zero trust principles and use extended detection and response. Deliverable: 100% MFA adoption for all enterprise accounts by Q2 2025. For the investment, 500 million in identity security infrastructure. And the KPI, rather than 10 critical vulnerabilities per quarter by Q4 2025. Second, establish secure future initiative task force. Organization must proactively manage digital environment with data security at forefront through continuous visibility, monitoring data, access and usage, and dynamic policies. Deliverable: dedicated team of 100 plus security specialists reporting to CISO. Investment: 200 million annual operating budget. For KPI, and less than 24-hour response time for all critical vulnerabilities. And the third, deploy AI-powered threat detection. AI can be leveraged to automate the classification process, making it easier to identify and safeguard sensitive information across systems. Unified threat visibility platform consolidating all asset insight. Investment 170 million in AI security tools, and the KPI 95% automated threat detection and responses, and expected outcome reduction in security incident by 600. Second, improved customer trust scores by 25%, and third, enhanced compliance with regulatory requirements. And we have priorities to accelerate cloud and AI innovation. This objective increases Azure market share from 23% to 28% and achieve 100 million Microsoft 365 Copilot users. For the action item, expand Azure AI capabilities. Azure AI provides broadest selection of models from Microsoft P-3 family to Frontier and open models including OpenAI, Meta, Mistral, and Cohere, and deliverable. Launch 40 plus new AI services optimized for industry-specific use case. And investment 5 billion in AI infrastructure and model development. For the KVA, 800 million AI customers by end of 2025. Optimize Microsoft Fabric adoption. Microsoft Fabric integrates Azure Data Factory, Azure Synapse Analytics, and Power BI into a unified product, with Copilot infused at every layer using conversational language. Deliverable migration of 50% of Azure customer to Fabric platform, and the investment 300 million in platform development and customer migration support. KVA 10 billion in Fabric related revenue by 2026. And the third, enhance edge computing and IoT solutions. Azure Stack Edge bring computing, storage, and AI to the edge, allowing organizations to run apps and process data locally for industrial IoT and real-time video analytics. Deliverable, deploy Azure Modular Data Center in 20 plus remote location. Investment 1 billion in edge infrastructure. KPA 50% of Azure workloads running on edge by 2027. And the four expected outcomes: Azure revenue growth of 35 year-over-year, increase customer lifetime value by 40%, market leadership in enterprise AI application, and priority 3, diversity hardware portfolio. The objective is double surface device market share and establish competitive gaming hardware ecosystem. And action item, for the first we have revitalize Surface product line. Microsoft needs to increase investment in hardware design and development to create stronger ecosystem of IT goods and services, and launch next generation Surface device with custom Cobalt CPU and Maya AI accelerator integration. The investment 2 billion in hardware, R&D, and manufacturing partnership. KVA double Surface market share from 2% to 4% by end of 2026. And the second, strengthen Xbox gaming ecosystem. Leverage Activision Blizzard acquisition to expand gaming hardware and services Deliverable: launch next generation Xbox console with enhanced cloud gaming capabilities. Integrate Game Pass across all Microsoft platforms including mobile device. Develop exclusive A3, we call 3A titles leveraging acquired Activision Blizzard IP. The investment $3 billion in gaming hardware development and exclusive content creation. KPA increased Xbox market share from 25% to 30% and Game Pass subscribers to 50 million by 2027. And the third, explore new hardware categories. Diversity beyond traditional PC and gaming hardware into emerging categories. Deliverable: develop a IR or VR device building on HoloLens technology for enterprise and consumer markets. Second, explore IoT devices and smart home integration.
Okay, next I will explain priority 4, enhance organizational agility and M&A integration. The main focus of this priority is to improve the integration process in mergers and acquisition, as well as to build a more agile and flexible organizational structure. Next, in the action item section, there are three main steps. First, establish Center of Excellence for M&A integration, which involve forming a team of over 50 specialists to strengthen the merger and acquisition process. The investment is 100 million with a target of 90% employee retention and achieving 80% synergy within 80 months. Second, implement agile transformation across the organization. The company applies the agile method across all product development teams to improve efficiency and accelerate process. The investment is 200 million and the goal is for 80% of team to adopt the agile model by the end of 2025. Third, strengthen across business unit collaboration, which aim to enhance cooperation between business units through an integrated data platform and innovation labs with an investment of 150 million. The target is a 50% increase in collaborative projects and a 30% acceleration in product time to market. In the expected outcomes section, the company targets three main goals: improving acquisition success, creating a more flexible organization that can adapt to market change, and driving innovation through idea and technology collaboration. Next, in priority 5, strengthen brand innovation perception with a timeline of around 80 to 24 months. The main objective is to transform the market perception of the company from being seen as a legacy tech company to becoming a recognized innovation leader. In the action items section, there are two main steps. First, launch high impact innovation showcase, which focus on presenting major innovation through event and collaboration with startup. The investment is 300 million, aiming to increase brand perception by 25% and place Microsoft among the top 3 most innovative companies by 2028. Second, accelerate open innovation initiatives, which involve expanding open research and collaboration with universities. The investment is 500 million, targeting a 200% increasing in open source contribution and more than 50 university partnership by 2028. The final step is develop
Leadership platform. Here, Microsoft aims to strengthen its image as an industry leader by involving executives in publication, event, and media, as well as launching an innovation podcast and YouTube channel. The investment is 100 million, targeting over 500 million content impression annually. The expected outcomes including enhanced brand image among developers, attracting more top talent, and strengthening competitive against Apple, Google, and Amazon in the rapidly evolving technology market. In the critical success factors section, there are four key points. First, leadership commitment, which ensures that leaders stay aligned and consistent with the company's vision. Second, talent acquisition, focusing on attracting and retaining top talent in the technology field. Third, partnership expansion, strengthening collaboration with major partners such as OpenAI and fourth, customer-centric innovation, emphasizing customer needs and enhancing user experience across all products. Next, the last two factor and financial discipline and regulatory and ethical leadership. Microsoft focused on maintaining a balance between investment and efficiency while ensuring compliance with ethics and data privacy in AI development. For KPI targets, by 2027, the company aims for 15 until 20% revenue growth, 120 billion in Azure revenue, and a 3.5 trillion market capitalization. Meanwhile, for security metric, Microsoft target fewer than 10 vulnerabilities per quarter, a response time under 12 hours, and 100% MFA implementation by 2025. Next, there are the cloud and AI metrics, which target an Azure market share of 28% and 100 million Copilot users by 2027. On the hardware side, Microsoft aims to increase the Surface market share by 4%, Xbox by 30%, and reach 50 million Game Pass subscribers. For organizational metrics, the company seek to achieve over 90% employee satisfaction, 90% agile adoption, and a 20% increase in diversity. Meanwhile, the innovation metric focus on improving brand perception by 25%, ranking among the top 3 most innovative companies globally and generating over 3 patents per year. Under the leadership of Satya Nadella, Microsoft has successfully transformed into a leader in AI and cloud-based innovation. However, major challenges remain in cybersecurity, hardware diversification, and sustained innovation. The company's action plan focus on enhancing security, expanding cloud and AI capabilities, and diversifying hardware to maintain strong global competitiveness. Microsoft is in the strong position to drive its transformation, supported by solid financial performance, cloud market leadership, and a culture of continuous learning. Success depends on leadership commitment, investment in new technology, strategic talent acquisition, and a strong focus on customer needs. The goal is to create an integrated ecosystem that connects product, service, and experience to foster innovation in the digital era and realize the vision of empowering every person and organization to achieve more.